Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Juan. This is Goku Guidance. All right, let's talk about a little bit about the narcs. Some of their tactics that they do. One of the tactics that these particular individuals do, they what do you call it? It's defamation of your name. They'll talk rumors, they'll make up stories, anything. They'll say anything, they'll make up anything, and it could be at your workplace, it could be at school. They just basically what they do, they'll just spread rumors. It's one of their dirty, like it's super dirty. These people are so dirty, and I don't mean it in the way that they don't shower or they don't clean themselves or anything like that. It's just their tactics are so low, they're so dirty, and it's quite right down disgusting what they do. Just imagine, right? The narcissistic people at your job or at your school. You know, you come in and they don't like you for whatever reason. They don't like you because they see you. They see you personally. And we human beings, we're mirror images off of each other. So we are all created in the same image. We're all created in the image of God, and we look like each other. Does that make sense? We have two eyes, we have a nose, ears, etc., etc., etc. But they'll as soon as they look at you, all of their deficiencies or all of their insecurities start reflecting off of you. All of their insecurities, they reflect off of you. They'll look at your hair, for instance, and they'll be like, well, you know, like I don't like her because her hair looks prettier than mine. They'll look at you personally. They'll be like, oh man, you know, that dude's eyes, they're better than mine. His nose is more straight. Whatever, right? Doesn't matter. You can be wearing the same. You can literally have the same outfits, the same haircut, the same eye color, the same everything, and for some reason it looks better on you. Why is that? Well, for instance, for starters, it's because you personally actually take care of yourself. You know that you have to get your 8 hours of sleep, so therefore your skin, your eyes and your skin looks better. You know that you have to take care of your body. You have to, like, in a sense, like your body is like a high-tech machine. Think about it, your body as a Formula One car. But even more beyond that, you have to give it its regular maintenance. You have to wash it. You have to, if something breaks down, you have to take care of it. You have to give it its oil change. You have to give it fuel, but not just any old fuel. You have to give it high quality fuel, because if you give it the cheap stuff, well, that's why stuff ends up breaking down. Same thing. If you go around and you eat, and not you, I'm not saying that you personally eat these things, but like let's just say you go on an all fast food diet, and like everybody and their mother and their brother knows that if you eat this long term, it's not good for you, it's unhealthy, and the end result is that your body's going to start to break down metabolically. Not just metabolically, it'll start to actually break down your mental. Like, a lot of the reasons why we have all these narcissists and all of these mental disorders is through the food that we ingest. It's through the food that we ingest. Food actually dumbs you down. You're like, well, what do you mean? Well, if you eat a whole butt ton of fast food and just junk in general. I'm not talking smack about fast food. I'm just talking about junk food in general. So if you eat a whole butt ton of this stuff and you're not getting the vitamins, the nutrients, the minerals, the protein, the zinc, the manganese, the magnesium, if you're not getting all these minerals, all these proteins out of your regular food, out of fruit, out of eating fruits and vegetables, your mental state will break down. Not only will you metabolically break down, start gaining weight, start getting into insulin resistance, all that good stuff, but your mental state will break down. And that's not the reason why we have all of these narcissistic people hating on you, but that's one reason why these mental illnesses start to develop. There's a lot of factors also involved. Okay, so that's just one factor. A lot of the factors is abuse through growing up, them being treated like that by their own parents. They have narcissistic parents. They treat them just like that. So every behavior that it's learned through somebody else. Period. Like little kids and babies, they're not born knowing how to hate. Somebody has to show them. Somebody has to show them. Somebody has to teach them. And a lot of it has to do with mental illnesses. And a lot of it has to do with how you were raised and how they treated you as you were growing up. And there's more factors involved. But food is definitely a factor. So back to the whole narcissist things. So they'll see you and they'll be like, why does this person look better than I do? It's like, well, because I take care of myself. Because I take care of myself, bro. And I don't want my body look. It's not that you don't want your body looking like crap. It's just that consciously or subconsciously so hey man, you know what? I better do the right thing. I should take care of myself. I should drink more water. Whatever it is that you do. Like a lot of people come up to me and ask me, it's like, hey man, like should I lift weights? Should I do this? Should I do that? And I straight up tell them, no, dude. Like, well, why do you lift weights? I'm like, well, first of all, because I like it. Well, how is it that you can lose weight? And you're like, well, I tell them, like, look, man, like this video is not about going on a diet or anything like that, but I just tell them, look, man, just go for a walk. Go for a walk every day, and stop eating junk. And take care of your mental health. And then slowly but surely, let those walks will turn into jogs, and slowly but surely, your body's gonna demand more off of you. You're gonna want to do more. Your body's just gonna say, "Hey, man, like this jogs isn't enough," and you're gonna start doing push-ups, so on and so forth, and then you can transition yourself over to the weights. That's how I did it. But anyways, like the narcissist will see you. And a lot of it is because it's like I said, what do you call it? Their insecurities reflect off of you. So if you're a confident man or a woman, if you're a confident man and they're not confident, it'll reflect. You can just stand there and be confident, and it'll reflect off of them. And they're like, I don't like how he stands. I don't like how he stands. So they'll go around, and they'll start just defamation of your name. Start talking smack about you, how you stand confident, right? How they'll stand there, and they'll say, oh well, I don't like how confident he is. It's not that, they won't say that. But they'll in their own little mind, they're like, you see that guy over there? You see how he's standing? It's like, yeah, like he stands like that because he thinks he's better than me. He thinks he's better than you. Look how he walks, and like usually they use these manipulation tricks to try to have people agree with them, and they're like, you know what, you're right. That guy does kind of stand like he's better than us, and then they'll spread like wildfire. They'll just keep spreading those rumors, and they'll make other people not like you because of because of just how you stand. Let me give you another example. If you eat right, like let's say you eat your fruits and vegetables every day. Let's just say that you eat your fruits and vegetables every day, and somebody comes up to you, or the narcissist comes up to you, is like, hey man, like you look pretty healthy, like is there like a special tip? It's like, oh well, I just eat pretty healthy. Like you don't eat chips or anything like that. No, I don't eat chips, and it's not because I don't like them. I just choose not to. And then they'll, in their own little head, they'll be like, this person thinks that he's high and mighty. Like he doesn't eat chips. And that's why we go about the whole mental issue, because they're sitting there eating a bag of chips. And I'm not saying that chips are like inherently bad for you. Like I'm just saying that if you're gonna eat this kind of stuff, just in moderation. Like everybody understands that. I'm not telling you, oh, don't eat this stuff. Like no, you do whatever you want. But what I'm saying is, like, they'll be sitting there eating. It could be a bag of chips. It could be doesn't matter, a fucking a pastry or whatever, right? And you'll be like, no, I just choose not to eat these things, and they'll go around saying, oh well, this guy thinks he's better than you. He thinks he's better than you, and because he doesn't eat pastries, and then the guy that he's talking to happens to be eating a pastry. It's like, oh shit, you know what? And now that you think about it, that he does think he's better than people, and they do that because they're trying to get rid of you. They're trying to get rid of you in the dirtiest way that they can possibly get rid of you. And it's so disgusting. It's so dirty how they have to go down to a level of a little kid and spreading rumors to try to get rid of you, to destroy you, to make you feel bad, to control you. They have to succumb to these dirty tactics. If you work out, working out is one of the most obvious ones, one of the most obvious examples. They'll just be like, well, that guy thinks he's better than everybody here at the office or whatever because he works out. It's like, well, shit, man. Like, like you, your own self, you're like, well, I just like taking care of myself, dude. And not only do you like to take care of yourself, like it makes you look good. It gives you confidence. Your posture you have a better posture, and it's just overall good for you. And not only is it good for your physical health, it's also good for your mental health. And that's honestly why I practice these things. The healthy eating, the just not eating a whole ton of sweets. I mean, I'll eat sweets, but I don't sit there and indulge. So, but oh man, it's just it pains me that people have to succumb to these dirty manipulation tactics just to try. They try to get rid of you because that they know that you can do these things, and subconsciously they know that they can do the same things. They just don't want to, so they hate on you. They don't want to do. They don't want to take accountability for their actions. That's really what it's all about. You can go up to a narcissist and you can be like, you know what, bro? Like, it can be a female or a girl. Like, you know what? Like, You know, like you should really like try to take care of yourself. You know, like, and you're not telling them in a douchey kind of way. You're not like, hey man, like you should go work out or whatever. Like, you're just like genuinely, hey, you know what? Why don't you try? Why don't you try going on a diet? Like, whoa, who are you to tell me? It's like, well, look, man, I'm I'm just trying to give you some friendly advice. Like, you don't have to do anything that I say. And they won't take it, and they know that they can do it. They don't like taking accountability for their actions. You know, like I'm not gonna call anybody out on anything, but like let's say it's an overweight narcissist person, and they'll try to find any excuse to blame everybody other than themselves of why they're like that. They'll try to say something like, well, it's genetic, it's passed down by my father's side and my mother's side. They'll try to say anything, well, I can't help it. And like I said, a lot of the reasons why is because of their mental health state. They cannot take accountability for their actions. They can't, and they lack empathy. So why would I say that they lack empathy? Well, because, dude, like, it doesn't hurt him one little bit. It doesn't hurt him one little bit to spread rumors about you. And if they get caught, which most of the time they end up getting caught, they're the ones spreading rumors. Like, it doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. They'll say, I didn't say that. Steven did. Or Jessica did. Jessica was the one who's like, you little dirty bastard. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to touch up on that. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Juan. I'm gonna keep trying to upload maybe once a day, hopefully more than once a day. And I'll see you next time.